Ladies, it's your time to shine with all things fabulous with First for Women on Afternoon Express. For insurance with a host of fabulous benefits, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.
Hello, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. I'm Jeannie D.
And my name is Danilo Acquisto. Welcome to Afternoon Express.
Today, we have a very special show for you. We're going to be taking you across the world. We're going to start off dancing in Colombia. We're going to go for some culinary adventures in Vietnam. And coming along with us on this ride is one of my very, very favorite people. You know, if the Portuguese still did arranged marriages, this would probably be my future husband.
It's none other than J'Something. He joins us in the building to talk about his brand new cooking show. I even know that you're a beautiful woman, but I don't even know if he's like up that standard. He's like princess material, like the princess of Portugal.
Well, maybe that would be a prince of Portugal. Yeah.
Whatever. No, I mean like he's worthy.
Let's try not to make jokes today, Danilo.
I'll get rid of all the something jokes too. But standing by in the kitchen, we also have Bon Bizzle, who's just been named Glamour Woman of the Year. Well done, girl.
Yay! Thank you. I must say, J'Something has one of the most cringe, like envy-worthy sneaker collections. So I'm going to talk to him about that later. Well, before we begin, we at Afternoon Express would just like to express our heartfelt condolences to the family of music legend David Masondo. You'll be sorely missed, and may your soul rest in peace. So Claire, our beautiful chef and food stylist, what are we making today?
So, like Jeannie says, we're going on a little bit of a culinary journey around the world. So, today we've got a beautiful, delicious, one of my favorite Thai Tom Yum soup.
Awesome.
It's a go-to in winter. You just gotta.
It is quite an acquired taste, isn't it?
It is, but you're gonna love it.
I'm gonna love it. I love everything you do. And if you're cooking along with us, go to our website, www.afternoonexpress.co.za, or just join in the conversation on social media. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat, #Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page. Or call us if you'd like to speak to Mi Casa or J'Something on 083 913 3728. But for now, though, let's join Jeannie on the couch with something special.
They formed in 2010, and in the short space of 5 years, they've shot to international fame. Along with winning 3 SAMA Awards, including Album of the Year, for their debut album, they had the privilege of performing live for the American President Barack Obama in 2013. Joining us on our couch now from Mi Casa is J'Something and Moti. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Oh my word, I'm so excited to have you guys here.
We're happy to be here.
I mean, literally just 5 short years, you guys have become the biggest music sensation in the country. But how did your journey start? Like, were you guys childhood friends?
Yeah, so random. You know, actually, everybody thinks that we've grown up together, and the fact is that we met 5 years ago on a stage. So Duda, who's not here with us today, he was actually DJing at an event in Joburg, and then his brother was promoting the event, called him up and said, hey, listen, come and play trumpet with this DJ guy. It's a cool vibe, and it was in Santon. And then I just arrived in Joburg, and I got invited to the party by a cousin.
Yeah.
Bumped onto them.
A cousin, obviously.
Bumped into them and said, hey, listen, can I pick up the mic and freestyle? And that's literally how the group formed.
He was so shy. He was actually, this was Jay that day, like this, with the mic. You were singing the smooth operator.
Yeah, but actually, let's talk about your transformation. I mean, I remember meeting you right in the beginning as well. And you were very shy. You just kind of like didn't want to chat to people so much. And now you are the king. I mean, those dance moves on stage. Let's just discuss your own personal growth.
I think I've learned a lot about myself over the last couple of years. I still regard myself relatively reserved. I'm not really in the entertainment industry as per se. We just do our thing, and that's perform and do what else I'm doing. But I think I've always been quite a reserved guy. I'm not like in your face, like, hey, man, check me out type of thing. No, I'll leave that to the hip hop cats.
And you've obviously been in music your entire life. I mean, your father was with Mango Groove.
Yes.
Still is. Aren't they still gigging?
Not really, but he's still in touch with them.
Yeah.
And sometimes they call him for some sessions, but he doesn't perform with them on stage. So he's still part of the family, and they still love him.
So growing up, you basically got handed an instrument before you could even walk?
Since I was 4 years old, and I actually used to steal his trumpet. And my mom used to beat me so badly, and like, listen, if you drop that, your father can't go to work, you know? So, yeah, but my dad, I think he always knew that one day that I'm also going to be this famous trumpeter, you know?
Yeah.
And he would never, ever hit me, and he would just be the most chilled guy when I'll get a beating, because I think he knew that. No.
Yeah.
Well, that guy's the future. So,
He carried
yeah. But since then, he's been my teacher, and I've been enjoying this great journey with him, and also privileged to have him, because like it's not all of us that can be staying with your father and he's teaching you like the instrument, and yeah. But
That's awesome. Now, let's discuss your sound. I mean, it's something completely different. I mean, sometimes when I listen to some of your songs, it takes me back to like the Rio Carnival, but then with such a strong African influence as well. How did that kind of come together so naturally?
We're going on an international tour now in literally 2 weeks' time, and what we've been getting from people that side is that, what is this? Like, it's house, but it's jazz, it's soul. So it's cool because I think we've got something unique to offer. So the sound has not been, you know, when we started out, we never said we want to sound like these people.
No.
We literally just said, okay, cool, I sing, you play trumpet, you play keys, so let's make music.
Yeah.
And then the sound was born. So it's never been a copy of something, which I think is why it doesn't sound like anything.
And it doesn't sound like anyone else across the world,
yes,
quite right.
And it's very hard to copy it, of course.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Now, where are you going on your next tour?
Yeah, 17 cities around the world. So we're starting off in the UK. Our first show is already sold out in London, which is amazing. It's just, this is all kind of like, you know, really humbling. It just blows our mind. Yeah, we're going to spend about a week in the UK with a couple of shows there. About a week in Portugal, which I'm very excited. First time, you know, that the band is performing at home, so it's going to be great.
My word, that's incredible.
We've got like 7 shows there, so it's going to be awesome. And then we're doing Canada 2 shows. We've got a show in Italy, 2 shows in Netherlands, Spain, Norway.
Might be doing Turkey also.
Yeah, Seychelles, and then the US as well.
We've actually got a Twitter here from Real Janty who says, how are you treated internationally by promoters and fans compared to here in South Africa? I mean, how are you received overseas, and how do people know of your music there?
It's been quite a crazy journey because we've had quite a strategic, you know, plan from the beginning. So first 2 years was South Africa, second 2 years was Africa. We've done 18 African countries to date, and we've got an amazing support base across the African continents. And now you know, we've done, you know, the Ibiza. We've recently come back from Reunion Island. We've done Glasgow Commonwealth Games. We've done the States. We've done all these things, but they've been one-off gigs. And the response has been amazing, you know, because people go crazy on the dance floor, yet they don't even know a song.
But is that developing then into a more solid fan base?
It is, and that's how we designed this international tour, is that it was based on support. So Netherlands, amazing support, you know. Italy, we're going back now for our second show there. We did 2 shows there. So yeah, it's and the London, you know, the UK and the Portugal, they've been waiting for the band. It's just that it wasn't part of our plan. We've got a very proper plan, if I can say that.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. It's going to be huge. And what do you want the outcome to be? I mean, it's obviously international, global, world domination. But was that the plan from when you guys first got together as a band, little shy J'Something?
We'd be lying if we thought that like the brand was going to get this huge, or the whole brand like would just grow so quickly.
We didn't even want to make an album.
Yeah.
We wanted to do corporate gigs.
Yeah, we just thought, let's just be these corporate guys.
We wanted to eat corporate money. That's all. And the performances. Next thing, we had an album, so yeah.
And even coming to the music, we just thought maybe we'll just sell 5,000 copies and stuff, and the next thing is this triple platinum. Like, close to triple platinum,
we're close to triple now on the second album. So it's just, And I think the goal of the international tour is commercial success. You know, we've done a lot of gigs that have been supported by our government, that have been, you know, funded by these type of things. So now it's commercial. Now it's people are buying tickets. They are, you know, buying albums. We're doing interviews. There's PR and media around it. So it's the real deal.
And radio station airplay across the world and for international stations?
Also been amazing. So that's exactly how the cities were chosen, was based on where are we getting airplay, where are we getting, you know, support from online and, you know, print media. So that's how the cities were chosen.
Brilliant. Well, guys, you are exceptional. I think everyone in the crew, everyone watching is just so excited that you are in our loft today. And someone was saying, is his name J'Something? Like, what's... And I said, yes, because he's obviously got a very long-winded Portuguese name in real life, the same as me. And that's the thing, when you're Portuguese, you can't have a real name when you're in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Thank you so much. We're going to be hearing from you guys a little bit later.
Yeah.
And, of course, they're going to be performing right here in the loft. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we chat with J'Something about his brand new cooking show, and Bunny gets tied up in the kitchen.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express here on SABC3. As Jeannie so aptly put it before the break, we are about to get tied up.
That was brilliant. Yeah, it was brilliant. Only Jeannie would say that. Giggling in the kitchen here.
I
when
know,
we heard that.
right? Okay, so what's the first step, Claire?
Okay, so lots and lots of stuff happening in front of us here. Don't
see.
be scared. The thing with Thai food, it's all about combination of delicious flavors, especially this dish, spicy and sour. So
Okay.
you're really looking for that, and it's up to you to decide how spicy or how sour.
Okay.
So as you go through the process of making it, taste, taste,
Yeah.
taste, and taste. So
It is very spicy. Every time I've had Tom Yum soup, I've broken out in a sweat.
okay, so you want to go less spicy then.
Yes.
Okay, so while I get going on this, I'm going to get you to help me out
Okay.
on a fantastically fresh papaya salad that doesn't really go with the Thai food, but it's going to go great on the whole
Some
table
sort of a
later.
salsa we're making?
Exactly.
Okay,
So you're just
okay.
going to start chopping up this fantastic
These look
papaya
so
that's already
delicious.
prepared for us, just into slightly smaller pieces, and then just put all of this together. A little bit of red onion, a little bit of coriander, a little bit of lime, a little bit of chili. Again, I'm going to leave it up to you
Okay,
to how much
awesome.
chili you want to go.
Okay,
and then
wonderful.
I'm over here going to start off on this Tom Yum soup. The thing with this soup is that you just want to get a whole lot of aromatics in there. So what we've done is just bashed up these lemongrasses.
Lemongrass.
That's what kind of gets that flavor out there.
So you
Just-
bash it
You
up?
can just do this as you want to, or you can just sort of bash it up in your pestle mortar,
wow.
chop it up.
I
You
can
can
smell
slice
it
it
all
up.
emerging.
Otherwise,
Okay.
we're just going to pop it into the pan. Into there. Then in goes our garlic, all whole. That's just going to flavor the soup and really infuse into our liquid. And
Okay.
then later you can just pull it all out. Chili, as much as you would like, or as little bit. And then a little bit of lime leaves. Lime leaves really are traditional in Asian food. It
Right.
has a fantastic flavor. Again, you're just going to pop them in there, take them out later.
Okay.
A little bit of galangal. This is of the ginger family. A little bit different
is it
to
called?
ginger. Galangal.
Galangal,
A little
okay.
bit, this one's dried, so you're going to need to rehydrate that. That goes into here. Slightly more citrusy than ginger. And then in
Right.
goes our fantastic Tom Yum paste.
Tom Yum paste.
Which is
okay.
really actually just a collection of all the things that I've put in. I just like to really pump up the flavour.
Oh,
So that goes in there
all about that base, huh?
into our hot pan. That's
Okay.
just going to kickstart all the flavours. And then goes the water. And then, like I said, that's just going to infuse probably for about 10 minutes.
Right.
Just until everything comes together. And like I said, taste it. See how happy you are with it. And then you start adding. So what we've done here, so that's going to sort of just sit and start to bubble away
On a low heat.
on a low heat. So you can
Okay.
bring it up to the boil and then take it down just to a slow simmer.
Right.
What we've got here is this just simmering away nicely. You can see it sort of reduced a little bit. It's all the flavors that come together, the aroma, the smell, and like I said, taste, without burning yourself. A little bit of a taste.
And
Woo, spicy.
spicy,
Okay.
huh?
But I like it spicy.
What actually brings in the sour? Is that a bit later? The fish.
That comes in the lime. The fish sauce is the salty, so that's gonna really. This is also
okay.
very traditional in terms of Thai food. You don't see any salt on the table. This is gonna give it to us.
I see.
So then in goes our veggies. Some onions, some
Okay.
mushrooms that we've just chopped up.
Do I chop these tomatoes up anymore, or are they fine?
Tomatoes.
Just, I mean,
Look at
sorry,
those
not these
tomatoes
tomatoes,
over
these
there.
onions.
Speaking of, tomatoes in the pot.
Are they
papaya
fine like
in
this,
the
or do I
bowl.
chop them up more?
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
You can chop it up more, but it's quite nice to like have different textures and flavors going on in there.
All
So
right.
shimeji mushrooms next. Fantastic flavor, texture goes in there. And then in goes our fantastic prawns. These ones are just frozen,
Yeah.
half cooked, and they go in there just to sort of bring them back to life, heat them up and cook them through a little bit. This gets
Oh wow, that looks
really just
amazing.
but you can actually add a little bit more water to this just because we've added so many delicious veg. And this is just going to really cook until the veg is cooked.
Okay.
Then once the veg is cooked, comes in a little bit, so you actually get two different types of Tom Yum soup. One is slightly creamy, one's not creamy. I like coconut milk. I love
Yes,
coconut
I
milk.
love the creamier one.
So we're going to add, so this slowly cooks down a little bit, and I'm just going to cheat the time a little bit and add a little bit of our coconut milk in there now. And then the fish sauce again.
Okay.
Well, not again, for the first time. Taste again, like I said earlier.
So I just squeeze the lime onto this,
Exactly.
right?
I'm cheating. I took the reamer from you. You could have used this, but I'm going to use it over here.
It's fine. I'll do it old school.
A little bit of lime juice goes in there.
Okay, so
And
we're going to
then-
let that simmer for a while.
Exactly. And then a hint of sugar. Because a little bit of sugar, sweet, salty, spicy, and that is Thai food for you. And that's going to mix up.
Oh, perfect.
And that's it. From my side, how are you doing over there?
I'm done.
That looks
I'm just trying
amazing.
to pretty it up.
No, it looks fantastically pretty. That's-
Awesome.
Like I said, it's going to go really well with the whole sort of table of Asian food. Just sort
Okay.
of sweeten it and lighten it and freshen it up. And
Okay,
that's it.
perfect. Well, while we get going with the Thai food, let's join Danilo on the couch.
Indeed. So J'Something is a man of many talents, as you will all know, from playing first-team rugby and cricket at school to obviously fronting an internationally successful band, which we all know. More recently, Jay has shifted his focus towards something that he's loved so much. One of his greatest passions is cooking. And so he's back on our couch now, and we're going to chat to him a little bit more about his brand new cooking show on SABC3. It's called What's for Dinner with J'Something. So first of all, I'm glad I finally got to sit you down.
Yeah, man.
You have been everywhere over the last few weeks, man. Your life has been absolutely chaos, being named the brand new creative director for a huge telecommunications company.
Yes.
The band doing incredibly well, and now your brand new cooking show is coming out. Tell us more about where your headspace is at,
Yeah,
man.
man. It's, you know, this year, at the beginning of the year, was such a pivotal point for my life. You know, it was me asking God just to give me more, you know, and all of a sudden I saw all these amazing things happening. So yeah, you know, I've been working on this cooking show, which is called What's for Dinner. It's going to be, you know, incredible. It's 13 episodes with 13 different moms, super moms from across the country. So I'm really looking forward to that. And all the other things, man, you know, this recent creative director thing has just been such a humbling moment for me. And I think, you know, what I am at the core, besides everything else that I do, is a creative person. I love coming up with cool things. So I guess that's the base for everything that's been happening.
It was quite like a sort of diversion from what you were up to. It was, I think, to me, it came a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
This whole creative director thing. So
Look.
what was the whole rationale behind shifting there?
Look, music is my thing. You know, I'm a musician. That's what makes my core, you know, tick or move, if I can say that. You know, the cooking thing is a hobby. You know, it's something that I did on the side. It's now become kind of like a business, but it still is what I do for fun. Yeah. The problem with cooking is I posted it on Instagram, and then everybody was like, oh my God, this guy needs to do a cooking show or a book or whatever. And then that's what helped it, you know, come to reality. So music will always be my first love, if I can say that. The other things I think has come about because I've put myself out there. I've shown people what I can do, and I've been creating, man. You know, all the music videos we do, that's my concepts. You know, all the, you know, the songwriting. It's a creative thing. It's, you know, it's coming up. I own a production company that does amazing TV. Besides the shows that I do, we've produced some other really cool shows. So I think it's just me trying to spread my creative wings. I hate being bound, man. I
suppose you at school would have been referred to as ADD. It's sort of like one of those things, and you've used it to your advantage, I think, to grow in many ways.
Yeah, at school I was actually very chilled, man.
Oh, really?
So I was like the complete opposite, man. At school I was, and then varsity as well, I was pretty chilled. And then when I started to live, if I can say it like that, and really start to live out my passion, that's when I think a new side of me was born, you know?
I've always been a big fan of Ryan Seacrest because, I mean, he's just taken over the industry overseas. He's producer, director, writer. He owns everything. You're kind of shifting to a similar sort of role. You're starting to own the digital space. You're starting to own music space, now the cooking show.
I guess. You know, I don't know about Ryan. You know, he's a great guy and he's achieved so much. I've never tried to be anyone.
No.
You know, anything that's ever happened in my life or that I'm doing is natural. You know, I've never said, oh man, I want to be like that guy, so let me go and copy him and do it. No. Like the cooking thing, like I mentioned, it was just my getaway from music. This creative director position, it was a blessing, man. It was literally an opportunity. I've got a marketing degree. I guess what I studied to do, so it's what I have knowledge in, and I took it with both arms because I think it's a cool project.
All these opportunities that come along, and you seem to build really cool teams around that. Are you taking youngsters along this journey with you? Are you starting to get to a point where being a man of God and being a man who really believes that all this stuff has come as a blessing, are you starting to bless young people in the process?
Of course, man. I mean, you know, it's always been the core focus is to make sure that people around me pay attention and learn, and somehow I can equip them. But I've also always learned the importance of making sure that I'm equipped in order to equip others.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm nowhere near where I think I should be.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, even with Mi Casa, like, you know, a lot of people always ask us, so are you going to sign new artists? Are you going to develop new artists? And always we say no because we're nowhere near the position to be able to take anyone on because we still have so much to
Which
learn.
I suppose sounds weird as somebody watching because they would think you're all over these places, you must have it all under control.
Yeah.
I think you've got a lot more to learn, I think, in many ways, and that's what you're excited about. You're excited to grow and expand this thing beyond the African borders. You want to go international.
sure.
You want to make this thing a huge success in many ways. And because you're under the spotlight quite a lot, do you feel like you own 100% of J'Something's brand? Or do you feel like there's still more that you kind of want to take control over?
You know, being the ambitious guy that I am, and I always want more, you know, I think that I've got an incredible team that looks after me so well, you know, my Something's Cool team, which is a company that I own so proudly with my partner, and they look incredibly after me. The Mi Casa team, we've got our own record label this year, which is, we went solo, if I can call it that, and, you know, 3-4 Music, the people there have been so good to us. So, and I also believe in exchanging value with brands. So, you know, you can never own 100% of yourself. You always need to co-work with people because without people, you are nothing.
Absolutely.
So
and they want to feel like they own a bit of it so that they can also put their heart and soul into it.
Yeah, and I think it's developing relationships to the point where it's not I own you or you own me. It's like, you know, we're together, we're a family. And that's all the relationships that I have today. It's a family. It's never been, hey, tweet this or do this. Nah, man, I don't do that.
I get you. And let's talk about what you had to talk about, the brand new show, which is very exciting. I can't wait for it to launch. When are we expecting to see this on our SABC3 TVs?
Well, 11th of July it premieres on Saturdays. And it's going to be amazing, man. You know, it's so good to be on SABC3. It's such a blessing, man. I can't wait to, you know, to speak to the masses and just have that platform. So I'm really looking forward to it. We've already shot 7 episodes and we're shooting more now as we speak. So, and like I mentioned, it's featuring, it's myself in 13 different homes of super moms, which I like to call them, and really just praising them for all the amazing work that moms do.
Right, man. Right, looking forward to it. So the first show was a huge success. I'm sure this one will be too. There was a comment on Twitter that we got that said, "Afternoon chat, please tell J'Something that I want to be on his show so that he can teach me how to kiss. I mean, cook." Hashtag Afternoon Express. And it was from Anne Hirsch, obviously one of our huge stars online. So.
Oh, yeah.
One teacher, and I don't know if does my back of my hand count? Is that?
Oh, man, she's fooling around with you guys because I think she might even be on the show, and so I think she's just trying to get some airtime.
Something like that. So, Jay, awesome to have you on the couch.
No,
you
thank you, man.
going to be performing for us later on?
Can't wait, yeah.
Looking forward to that. So, after the break, South Africa, J'Something joins us for some Zumba dancing, and we take a trip to the remote village in the Western Cape, where they are taking their brand new, awesome traditional dance to the world stage. So, remember to join the conversation on social media. Our Twitter handle is @AfternoonChat. Use the hashtag AfternoonExpress. Otherwise, our Facebook page is always available for comments. And if you want to chat to Jay, Moti, or anybody that's in our studio, 083-913-3728, but it should be on auto dial immediately. We'll be right back.
Express yourself.
South Africa, are you with us?
Welcome back to Afternoon Express here on SABC3. Now, would you love to experience a day in the life of Bonang? Then make sure you catch our Revlon Foundation Friday series right here on Afternoon Express and enter our competition on Twitter. Tweet us a picture of you holding your Revlon Color Stay Foundation @Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Foundation Fridays, hashtag #LoveIsOn, and you and a +1 could win the ultimate celebrity experience where you'll be treated to 24 hours of luxury, Bonang style. Don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So get snapping. Well, Jeannie's standing by in her fitness gear. Let's see what she's up to.
Well, right now, I'm probably the only person in the country that doesn't want to live Bonang's life today. I want to be me right here. Because we've got Lucas and Marianella, and they are going to teach myself and J'Something how to Zumba.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys. Firstly, where does Zumba come from?
The source. Marianella Ramirez can give you that.
That's from Colombia, South America.
And how did it start? I mean,
Zumba actually started by, it was an accident where, like somebody who's a personal trainer but also does group exercise, walks into a room and he's forgotten his music. All right, now back in the days, cassettes and all of those things are what we used to do and use in the studio. And for somebody that wanted to share their love for music and for international music, that's how Zumba was created. It was an accidental explosion, whereby 185 million people around the world are doing Zumba today.
Well, I brought my music.
Okay.
So can you teach us a few moves?
Yeah, definitely.
He's got more moves than a can of worms, so he won't need
It looks like J'Something can move. Okay, well, we'll see. I mean, The one thing about Zumba is that it's got core steps and they're very easy to follow. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you one salsa step, which is a salsa front and back. And then Marianela can then show you a merengue 6 count.
Okay,
All
no
right?
problem. A merengue 6 count.
Yeah. It sounds scary, but it's very easy to do.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so all that it is just feel like you're having a party. Okay? Now, the
I'm
first
here.
step, are
Party
you there?
right here.
You have to
Good,
unleash
all
your
right.
hips.
I have to unleash my lips.
Not your hips.
Okay, that's how they do it in Colombia.
Okay, so here we go, guys. The first step that I'm going to show you, which is the salsa step. Okay, so it's basically forward, together, right leg back. Again, forward, together. Good, nice. Let's do it once more.
Yes.
Excellent, nice. Now let's go double times. And hit. How's it feel?
We got it. We got this.
Nice,
Next one.
good, nice.
Let's go advanced stage.
Let's go advanced step, good. Marianela's going to show you advanced step.
So we're ready for merengue. It's not an ice cream, eh? It's not an ice cream. Okay?
Oh.
So you go ahead and unleash your hips. Feel it? You feel the flavor?
Oh, yeah.
Now put a little bit of spicy.
Oh, spice.
Now open it. Ha! And now you put a little bit of flavor.
Take the shoulders, you gotta get the shoulders.
Oh my goodness, that is ridiculously sexy. I'm waiting for a broadcast complaint because you are on fire. You are so hot right now. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, you got it.
I
love it.
Super. So now, there's so many different rhythms that we do in Zumba. So there's merengue, there's salsa, there's cumbia, and it's fun. It's a party where you're almost burning 850 calories.
Oh, let's keep
in
going.
one show. Okay, so let me show you another step, okay? It's called the Beto Shuffle. Single, single, double, single, single. This is very easy. Go faster. And double times. Good. Good. Once more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. How was it? Excellent. Good. Excellent. You guys have got the vibe already, okay? So now another step that Marianela can show you is a very much a simplistic cumbia step.
Cumbia.
Okay?
Okay, Marinella, show us the cumbia.
So free your hips.
They're free.
You unlock
Also
your...
the guys must
Sí,
free your hips.
Claro.
This man can move his hips. Look at that, it's not normal.
Let's go, let's go.
So you're going to do a sleepy leg, so you're going to play with your hips. Eso. I want to see those arms. Arriba, arms, arriba, arriba.
Arriba. Amazing.
One more time?
Once more.
Okay.
Pick it up.
Can we speed it up a little? Because,
Yeah, go.
Okay, let's do it. Eso, a little bit more. One more time.
I'm gonna dance like this when I'm
The
in the
sounds
club.
of the next.
Muy bien.
Nice.
No, it's amazing.
So once you start to get the rhythm, you add your own flavor, okay? We also have African elements of it. We have everything that's international music within a Zumba workout. 1 hour, 3 times a week, you are gonna look fine.
Really? Okay, well, I'm coming. Where can people find out about this magic?
Well, the magic is that, you know, there's private facilities, there's private studios, there's corporate places.
Do you have a website?
The easiest website is Lucas Mthenjane on Facebook, and that's as easy as...
Great, and I'm pretty sure we'll put your details then on our website as well. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. Jay, we're going to be dancing a little bit later. Now, Zumba has taken the world by storm, but closer to home, there's a group of young dancers taking their own unique and traditional style of dance to the world stage. It's called real dancing, and we took a trip to the remote town of Wuppertal in the Western Cape to see what it's all about. Take a look.
The remote village of Wuppertal in the Western Cape is home to Die Nuwe Graskoe Trappers, a real dance group that is taking their traditional form of dance from the sands of the Cederberg Mountains and showcasing it to the world.
Real dance is better known as the oldest dance form in South Africa. It dates back to the Khoi and the San that used to do their ritual dancing around the fires. In the 30s and the 40s, The reel dance became very popular as a farm workers dance as well as a courtship dance, where the men used to court ladies and the ladies used to give attention to the men by imitating animal movements, house tasks, lifestyle tasks that they would imitate in the dance.
With no formal training, these young dancers recently won gold at the SA Championships of Performing Arts. Now they're looking to take their passion to the international stage by representing South Africa in the World Championships in the USA.
In 2006, Elias Nel from the Arctica Fia felt it necessary that he wanted to save the tradition that he grew up with. In 2006, they started with 6 groups and they hosted a competition where the first 6 groups took part in. And we are now in 2015, and last year, just over 100 groups took part in this competition. And it's just amazing that someone took the initiative to revive it again. We thought it good to take the reel to the next level, and the kids does it with so much pride and so much energy and dedication that I thought we wanted to showcase that on the national stage. So it is an amazing opportunity that came about. We're very proud, the community is very proud. It's the first ever for anybody in any form of sport or dance to wear green and gold from this area and from this community. It's life-changing for these kids to go and showcase to the world something that they grew up with, something that is tradition, something that is proudly South African, to go and showcase it on the international stage.
The reason why I choose reel is because it's the oldest dance in Africa, and I like to dance it and to show the other world what the reel is about. And I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from our mother, so it's all in the generation.
We're 10 dancers and 6 band members. The youngest one is 13 and the oldest one is 65.
We have the ramiki that I'm holding in my hand. We got the drums, we got the banjo guitar, and we got the accordion.
Raising the funds was a challenge. We had to raise 65,000 Rand per dancer and per band member, which brought us to a total of about 1.3 million Rand to be able to take part in the World Championships. So we have run with a lot of fundraisers. We've got a lot of private donors and some companies that has donated to the project, but our major sponsor, Bushman's Kloof and the Tolman family.
I'm very excited, super excited, and it's an honor to me to go and represent South Africa in another land.
Die Nuwe Graskoe Trappers will be joining the South African team competing at the World Championships of Performing Arts in Los Angeles from the 10th to the 18th of July. They'll be performing alongside small dance groups, musicians and solo performers from across the 9 provinces.
We don't quite know what to expect. We will be competing against 52 countries. And so we've set goals as we go along. First, our goal would be to win the gold in our respective categories. And once we've crossed that hurdle, we would then compete for the Grand Champion Award, which will be a phenomenal achievement if we get that far. But the ultimate for us would be to be selected to perform at the gala event, where you would have an audience of entertainment companies, marketing companies, film companies, and dance schools. We would be happy if one of the kids in the group could come home with a dance scholarship with one of the American dance companies.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express on 3. Now, apparently everything Jay touches turns to gold in the kitchen. So I can't wait to experience this magic. What are we making? Spring rolls.
Magic. Yeah, we're making Vietnamese rolls.
Okay.
So, do you like spring rolls?
I love spring rolls.
Spring rolls without the deep fry.
Yeah, these are
spring
much
rolls, and
healthier.
they're delicious, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got the rice paper there.
Okay.
And then literally, I don't believe in a lot of recipes as per se. I just believe in having fun. I'm not a chef, so I'm just a dude that likes cooking. So we've got a whole bunch of things that I think tie in with the flavors of it, and you can have fun. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna soak the rice paper in some warm water.
One at a time?
One at a time, I think. We're gonna make one just to see how it goes.
How it goes.
And you keep it down so that it doesn't roll up, curl up until it gets, you know, how do you say, like smooth?
Gooey,
a bit gooey, yeah. It's gonna take about 15 seconds, and then you're gonna get it onto that tray while I make a peanut sauce, a satay sauce, all right, which is really simple.
Okay.
I've got some peanut butter, and we've already finely chopped up 1 clove of garlic.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get that in here.
So tell me about your illustrious sneaker collection. I've been stalking it.
What a waste of money, gosh.
How many pairs of sneakers do you have?
Oh, I know, but I don't actually even like to mention it.
More than 50?
Yeah, double.
No, dude,
it's
more than
ridiculous.
100?
It's terrible, man.
Oh, that's insane.
I actually did I'm adding some soy sauce, by the way, for those that are at home. So we've added a quarter cup of peanut butter, and then 2 tablespoons of soy. And I'm gonna add in 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce just to add a nice smoky flavor to it.
Okay.
And then one of the things that probably isn't as common in a satay sauce is some sriracha, which I like. So it adds a nice little kick.
Sriracha, okay. That's that hot sauce,
yeah,
right?
but it's beautiful, it's smoky, it's lovely.
It is, it's lovely.
So the sneaker thing...
I can start adding my filling,
You can,
right?
and I would say add on this side.
Okay.
Because we're gonna roll it over, and you do it at your own discretion.
Yeah.
So the sneaker thing, I thought I'm gonna have a sneaker collection.
Right.
I thought, great, man, I'm gonna go and, you know, do the cool thing and get sneakers, and I only wore like a certain number of pairs. So what I did, I actually recently did a campaign on my Instagram where I gave away, I wore 40 sneakers in 40 days. So 1 sneaker every day. And the ones that I didn't wear, I gave them away because it's such a waste to have them all around the house. So yeah, I freed up some space in the house, which is great.
Awesome, for more sneakers.
Yeah, look, I bought sneakers today for the show, so I guess I'm not stopping.
They're hot, by the way. I'm loving them.
Thank you.
Please show our viewers your sneakers.
Oh, gosh.
I've got to see them. Woo!
Do some of the Zumba they were on.
Yeah. Okay,
so
cool.
You can see it's like this now. It's a little bit too thick, so I'm going to add in a little bit of warm water, which I've got here. And it's trying to get it to the desired texture.
You're just letting me go boss here, hey? Like,
please, yeah, have fun.
I'm not sure if I'm even like doing it right.
You know, that's the thing. There's no right or wrong, except obviously you can't make the flavors too harsh. But I think this is your Vietnamese roll, and I think that's what I like doing. I like making my own recipe, making my own vibe. So.
Okay, cool. And
don't forget, did you add some shrimp?
Yes.
So now you want to.
Are we seasoning it?
No, you don't need to. That peanut sauce is going to do the trick. So now you want to just go for it, and then tuck everything in. And then on the sides, bring them in so that we close that up.
And you obviously can't let this rice paper stand for too long, otherwise it sticks to the board.
Yeah, and even like at the end, once they're done like this, beautiful, then it's also, if you're not going to eat them straight away, it's also a nice idea just to put a dampish cloth over it.
Okay.
And it will also keep them nice and fresh and not...
There we go.
Are you winning,
I think
Chomi?
it looks quite pretty, Chomi.
Good.
It's perfect. Got a bit weird.
That's good, man.
Jeannie's chuckling in the corner.
Put it in there, and then let's give it a slice in half like that so we can take a look. So we can take a look inside and see what it looks like.
Oh, please, Jeannie, you were like in the club instead of doing that Zumba thing.
Oh, there's a whisk here.
Not bringing sexy back. Okay, can I pile these onto here?
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Okay. Well, seeing as you're sniggering like high school kids.
There you go, peanut sauce, and you can make it thinner than that if you want.
Awesome, thank you, Jay. They've got a game for you to play to test how Portuguese you really are.
Oh, man. Me against you.
Exactly. So now Jeannie loves to gloat about her being Portuguese and her Portuguese heritage. And considering that our guest today is also Portuguese, and he is Portuguese born, we decided it would be absolutely appropriate to put Jeannie to the test. So we're going to set a little game. It's called How Portuguese Are You Really?
I am Portuguese.
Me too.
We've actually got a caller online who wants to ask you something about that too. Paul, how's it?
Hi, how are you?
I'm very good in you, Paul. You wanted to ask Jay something. Well,
Yes.
you know what I mean. Go for it.
I'm a big J'Something fan.
Thank you so much.
Go for ask your question,
pleasure.
Scott.
I wanted to ask, at what age did you move to South Africa?
When I was 7, I left
When you were 7?
the town that I was born in, which is Portimão. I was born in Portugal, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm the real deal.
Hey, I was born in South Africa. I still call myself Italian, so...
Exactly.
Yeah, so when I was 7.
Awesome, and Paul, thank you for your question, and thanks for watching Afternoon Express.
Welcome.
All right, bye. It's time for us to play How Portuguese Are You Really? So I've
Okay.
got 5 questions for you guys. First person to hit their buzzer gets to answer the question. If you get it wrong, the other person gets an attempt. If you get them both, well, if you get your answer wrong, you have to have an oyster filled with, what did you say, how I pronounce it? Avoir. Avoir's extra specialized peri-peri sauce. All right, filled with your oyster. Sing is this weekend, it's whole week.
My probably a better cook than yours.
So this whole week is Oyster Festival in Neisner, guys.
Competitive, yes.
I'm
I was
going to tell you
there.
about Oyster Festival this week. Up until Sunday is happening, so we've brought the best oysters through to the studio today. So it's kind of like punishment, but not really. And don't get frisky because I know those things are... none of that in the studio.
That's
All
why we
right,
chose
your first
oysters.
question is, what are the colours of the Portuguese flag?
Green and red.
No, wait, he answered
That's
first. Say
wrong,
something.
homie.
What are all the colours, hey?
Green, red, yellow.
That is correct. Congratulations, Jeannie. One of them is yours.
You're just going to make me lose all of these, but it's fine. I like oysters.
Well, she
Hey, you mustn't forget
I'll put
the
some hot
chili.
sauce on for
Come
you.
on.
Yeah, don't get excited with it.
Say when, how
You
much?
like chili?
I can handle hot.
I'm going to put like how much?
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, sheepers.
Oh, yeah. It's a competition. You must feel the burn.
Oh, that looks great.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, it's on your chin as well. There we go.
yummy.
Okay. Well, she
Bring
gets
it.
ready for that one. Second question. Briefly describe the traditional Portuguese dish, bacalhau, which is eaten on Christmas. Jeannie.
That was me first.
Okay, so
that
bacalhau
was Jeannie
is
first.
salted codfish, and basically it's left like to be salted for a while, and then you boil it.
Correct,
and it's amazing.
correct. So it's 1-1.
That
Jay
is
something.
wrong.
That is. It's salted codfish.
No,
it's
but-
salted cod.
Would you like me to feed
That's
this
all I
to
needed.
you?
Salted cod.
Gents.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's
I'll do
no.
another one. I can't,
Do
you
another
can't
one.
eat that.
Yeah, this one. What
I'll
about
do
that
another
little-
one
oh,
for
that's
you,
yours.
because that was a bit ridiculous. So, and it is
She's
super
generous,
hot.
eh?
There you go.
Dishing out the hotness.
Okay.
What did you do on Monday? Oh, nothing. Just ate oysters with J'Something. And you?
Okay, you ready? Next
That's
one.
delicious. Can I use all the time?
What is the name of the emblem on the flag, Portuguese flag?
Benfica.
Press the buzzer or something first. No, clearly not very Portuguese. Okay, neither of you want to get it right. I'm going to make you both eat an oyster.
Okay, well,
3,
tell us the answer.
2,
What is the
one clearly
answer?
needs to know.
Escudo.
Oh, what did you say?
Escudo. What is the name of the emblem on the flag?
Oh, escudo.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, escudo.
Don't-
That's
oh, come
money.
now.
It's the
I
money.
didn't even give you the
It's
answer.
no emblem, it's money.
I won't make you eat, I won't make you eat. Next question. Name the Portuguese explorer who found the Cape of Good Hope.
Vasco da Gama.
Incorrect.
Bartholomew Diaz.
Well done. J'Something got it right. Jeannie, another one, please.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fine, I can handle
Okay, so
That's
it's
what
2-1 to
for.
J'Something. Jeannie, you got to catch up here.
I know, but these oysters are now multi.
Pity that I didn't lose there.
Oh, use
would've
that.
gotten
Oh,
it.
okay. I love how she dishes herself up. Okay, I'll ask this
hot.
final question, all right? Final one. I'm not going to give you the really hard one. Let me just... Ooh. Okay. Is this... It's quite hot. This is quite hot.
that's good,
Okay.
yeah.
It is hot.
What type of animal are the Portuguese people known for eating more than...
Chicken.
Incorrect. Jeannie?
Fish.
Yes. Okay, I'll give it to you. Fish and shellfish. Fish and shellfish, shellfish. Okay, I'll give you a tiebreaker, quickly. World famous Portuguese Fado singer Amelia Rodriguez met her second husband, Cesar Sebra, in Rio de Janeiro in 1961. She remained married to him until his death in 1997. What is his profession?
Oh.
Sure.
I think you both eat. So both eat anyway because you're not going to get it right. He's an
Can't think of
engineer.
it.
He's an engineer.
Yeah, but
J'Something's our winner. Well done. How Portuguese are you really? J'Something's more Portuguese.
My Aval will approve
After
if we
the
get
break,
back.
we'll be casting forms live in the loft. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, we can have one more.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Welcome back back to Afternoon Express. It has been seriously probably one of my favorite shows ever. We have Mi Casa and, J'Something in the loft with us today. We have miso soup, and you cooked.
I made it, and you said it's making your hair a bit frizzy, darling.
Yeah, you know you're Portuguese when the soup starts making your hair mince. But today's been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for being here. It's been absolutely awesome. Super, super fun.
Catch your show on the weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely. But we're signing out with the live performance, which is the moment we've all been waiting for. See you tomorrow.
And it's a Portuguese song.
And
All right. Hola, boy. Yeah. Oh.
Pensei que viria a ser assim, 24 horas em frente de mim. Cada dia tem oportunidades, coisas boas e felicidade. Eu tô olhando para o nosso mundo e estou pensando como é lindo viver assim. Eu estou olhando para o nosso mundo e estou pensando como é lindo viver assim. Agora tá na hora, vamos viver. Agora tá na hora, vamos viver. Agora tá na hora, vamos viver. Diz aos teus amigos, bora viver. And go like, bora viver. 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 All right, let me try another language. Natina yangana, panu bachalo, vitiva wama, nyenyesu chabi. Yangana di inwe, panu bachalo, ichokoni chabi na mina ni bela mikopo na
Coming up tomorrow on Afternoon Express, we go green with Michelle Garforth Venter and Dean Nitzman. Comedian Kagiso KG Mochadi joins us on the couch, and we take a look at the world of canine search and rescue.
Another feel-good production.
Join us next time for more fabulous fun inspired by First for Women on Afternoon Express. For an insurance quote, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.